Right, what I'm going to try and show here, if the video works alright, is a new method that I've come up with for trimming when we're doing folded edge wallets and that. We generally in the past have used a bit of key steel, a rod. In this case this one's 6mm by 6mm. Some are wider, some were built up with cardboard to try and get it wider. One of the problems that comes up with these is that when you put it in place to trim, it's tricky getting it so you don't cut the tips off the end of your fingers and that. So what I've come up with is this thing here, which gives me an extended way to be able to come up against the edge and have somewhere to put the fingers safely. That's what it's about. The purpose of it is, as you see here at the moment, this is going to be a picture flap in one of our wallets, and as you see the edges are quite wobbly and all over the place. Very difficult when you're laying down a series of pockets to get everything perfectly lined up. So the easier way is to get everything lined up, trim the edges off, and then go ahead and do your folding, and that'll give you generally a fairly good straight edge to look at when it's finished. So in this case here, I'll try and set it up so I can show you what I'm going to do with the trimming. In this case here, I've got 5mm in depth, but in this particular case I don't need anywhere near as much as 5mm depth there, and this is 7mm wide coming out from the edge, which is probably a little bit wider than what I need, but this is a bit experimental at the moment. Okay, in this case, to take up that depth, I'll just use a 3mm piece there. Now what I do is I put that down up against the edge of what I want to trim. As you see, a little bit of leather along that edge, hopefully you can see it, is what I'm going to trim off. Now I can make sure inside, the reason for these holes are so you can look down through, see the edge, and you can see where I've got these little steps. So that's just a way of double checking before you trim that you are actually firmly up against the edge to be trimmed. So I will try and set this here on the table, and we'll go about trimming that bit, hopefully. So as you see, my fingers are quite safely out of the cutting area. Come along, trim it off, and all going well. You can see the pieces that I've just cut, and now as you see we've got a nice straight edge going down there. Similarly we'll do the bottom, and I'm not sure if this is still recording alright, I hope so. The screen's showing all sorts of strange stuff, sorry. Okay, once again, try it. Sounds like the extractor fan's going. Okay, along here. Right. Make sure I get that in the right spot. Okay, doesn't look like there's much on this one, this side to trim, unfortunately. Just a little bit. Yeah, just a little tip for if you're doing corners. Let's see if I can capture this. I lay the knife over on an angle like that, come through and take it off there like so. Try the same over here. Okay, try and show that a little bit better if I can. Okay. And from there, now I just glue it all up and come in and fold all the edges over. I'll come back once I've done that, and this other one I've got to trim up yet. Okay, thanks for watching for now.